Welcome back to the turn on SportsTalk Media HQ. I'm Nate. Rory just won the PGA Championship. Let that sink in for a second. Not Rory, not John Rahm, not Zadash or Scotty Scheffler. Rory, world number 44. Iron covers on his clubs. 2 gloves, no social media. Second PGA Tour of his career. And one of the most extraordinary back nine performances in major championship history. This is episode 2 of the turn, the PGA Championship reaction. Let's get into it. Before we break down Sunday, I want to tell you about Rory. Because if you don't already know him, you need to. He is 31 years old, from Wolverhampton, England, a working class family. His father splurged on a set of Titleist irons he genuinely could not afford. Aaron has kept iron covers on his clubs ever since. Up to this day, he still keeps iron covers on his clubs as a reminder of where he came from. He turned professional at 17. Too early. He missed cut after cut on the developmental Euro Pro Tour. Lost his card twice. Had to go back to Q school. That brutal annual exercise in humiliation and hope. Twice. It took him 5 years just to reach the Challenge Tour. 5 years. He has no active social media accounts. He plays with 2 gloves. He uses a driver from before COVID. Think about that's like more than 5 years ago. He uses a driver from before COVID. And yesterday, in front of a roaring Philadelphia crowd, he shot 65 to win the 108th PGA Championship. The first Englishman to win the PGA Championship since James Bonds in 1919. And 7 years. This is the kind of story golf was built for. Now let's talk about what actually happened out there. Because Sunday at Aronimink was chaos from the first tee shot. Remember, 22 players within 4 shots of the lead. A PGA Championship record. And the leaderboard stayed packed all the way through the front 9. Smalley, the 54-year-old leader, double bogeyed the 6th and bogeyed the 8th. The dream was over before he reached the turn. How about Justin Thomas? He shot his 65 and sat in the clubhouse at 5 under from around 3 p.m. He was at second for a while. And I was thinking, is Justin Thomas going to win this? That didn't happen. And for a while, as the wind picked up and scoring dried up, Thomas had a real chance of winning this thing from the house. That was a possibility yesterday. Rahm started like a freight train. 2 birdies on the first 2 holes. He was in the lead. He looked like a champion. And Rory McIlroy, who I picked on this show to win, was 4 under at the turn. Still in it. Then Rory found another gear. Eagle at the 9th from the back of the green, a bomb, and suddenly everything changed. Birdie at 11, birdie at 13 from a 40-yard bunker shot. that had absolutely no right being as good as it was. He landed it on a tiny shelf and dragged it to a stop. He made a birdie where Shoffley had just made a bogey. Think about that. He made a birdie where Shoffley had just made a bogey. Birdie at 16, a 338-yard drive, approach to 16 feet, tapping birdie. Rory was at 8 under, 3 clear of the lead at that point. And then the 70th hole, a 68-foot putt. 68-foot putt. That was incredible. And that was across one of the most undulating greens at Aronimink. That was a good putt. Rice said afterwards, and I love this, definitely wasn't trying to hold that putt. The shadow of the pin gave a really nice line from probably the last 10 feet. It conspired altogether for that ball to go in that hole. The roar went up before the ball went down. And Rory barely moved. A delayed fist pump, a flicker beneath the stillness. He finished the tournament with a 1-foot tap of 18. Tapping on 18. That was how he won. That's a tapping on 18. Turned on his playing partner, Ludwig Alberg, took his cap off and shook his head. Alberg said afterwards, he's got a part to win his first major, and he still said, good part to me. That is Rory. That is who just won the PGA championship. Now, let's talk about my pick, Rory McIlroy. And I want to be honest about what happened. Rory was in it at the turn, 400, a realistic chance. The wind was picking up. The leaderboard was still bunched. He was 10% to win at that point, according to Data Golf. He had a chance. But the final round told the same story the whole week told Rory. Fairways. He hit only 4 fairways in the final round. On a golf course that doesn't forgive you when you miss them, he finished at 4 under par, 5 shots behind Aaron Rai. The Canada Grand Slam, Masters, US Open, the Open Championship, and the PGA Championship, all in the same year, remains undone. Nobody has ever done it in the history of the game. Rory had won the Masters in April. This was his chance at the second leg. It was not his week, and the fairways were wide. But here is what I want to say about Rory McIlroy. He started his tournament at 105th. It was tied for 105th. After round 1, he fought back. He shot 67, 66, rounds 2 and 3. He gave himself a genuine chance on Sunday. And when it was all over, he walked to Aaron Rai and said, you won't find one person on property who is not happy for him. That's the mark of a champion. The Canada Grand Slam, we wait. The US Open is coming. Rory McIlroy is not done. Let me give you 3 things this PGA Championship taught us about professional golf right now. Number 1, the leaderboard was the most democratic we've ever seen at a major. That's the most we've ever seen. 22 players within 4 shots. 22 players within 4 shots. A PGA Championship record. 22 players. We don't see that. That doesn't happen. 8 major winners in that group. 8 major winners. And the winner came from none of them. Aaron Rai, world number 44, previous top 50 major finish, emerged from the chaos and ran away with it. Golf's depth has never been more real. Number 2, composure is the hidden start. Rory hit the ball further than anyone all week. He ran first in strokes gained off the tee. He was number 1. He just could not keep it in the fairway. Shoffley made bogey at 13 at the exact moment Rory hold his bunker shot for a birdie. That's a huge swing. Smalley fell apart on the front nine, and Rory, a man who hit just 22 balls on the range for boys' final round. That was what the report said. He only hit 22 balls on the golf range. Just stay calm and built his round one hole at a time. Number 3, the stories golf produces are unmatched in sports. Iron covers, 2 gloves, no social media. A father who spent money the family didn't have on a set of practice irons. A working-class kid from Wolverhampton who lost his card twice and had to go back to Q school. And now his name on the Wanamaker trophy. His name on the Wanamaker trophy. Rory was 290 to 1 to win this tournament on Thursday morning. That was the hard. 290 to 1. The biggest long shot to win a major in at least 20 years. The biggest long shot to win a major in at least 20 years. You genuinely cannot make this up. That's episode 2 of The Turn on SportsTalk Media HQ. Rory arrived at Aronimink as an outsider. Yesterday, he left as a major champion. And honestly, that's what makes golf different. Golf is different. Not every major is won by the biggest name. Not every Sunday follows the expected script. Sometimes, the player who handles the pressure best walks away with history. Drop your biggest takeaway from the PGA Championship in the comments. Was this about composure, patience, mental toughness, or missed opportunities from the stars chasing him? Subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back soon with more major championship analysis, PGA Tour breakdowns, and everything happening in professional golf right here on The Turn. At majors, talent matters. But on Sunday afternoons, composure decides everything. Rory, composure decides everything. See you next time. Comment, subscribe, and we catch up again very, very soon. Thank you.